Hey, everybody.
And we're live. Hey everybody, what's going on? It's me, Pantsless Aaron, and my buddy CJ. Say hello.
Hey, everybody.
We are here once again to play another board game on Tabletop Simulator and have some fun. Ooh, I just realized it looks very dark on my camera, so I should fix that. There we go. Now I look pretty. Okay, so we're gonna play a short, quick little game. It's not terribly short. This should be an enjoyable length. It's called Dice City. And just CJ and I are going to play tonight. And this is a game all about, I suppose it would be called a dice placement game, for lack of a better word, because you're going to roll these 5 dice, and whatever numbers they get is where they will go on their corresponding rows. And then you can use whatever ability there is on all those spaces. And as you can see, there are quite a lot of options. Most of them give you some kind of resource, like wood or stone or steel, or iron, excuse me. However, others give you victory points, which are these stars here. Some allow you to re-roll the die, and you can do that if you're not happy with what you got, which you probably won't be if you land on re-roll the die. But you can also add fighting to your army. If you feel your friends have laid down some fighting words, you can fight them and try and take down their buildings for either victory points or just to shut them down for a turn. You can also fight these random bandits up here for victory points. The shield icon is how much army strength you have to have in order to take each particular level. The harder ones are naturally worth more victory points, but you can still get 2 victory points just for having 3 army. And that's not terribly hard to do. You can also spend resources sending them away on trade ships to get victory points. So you need 2 of every resource for 5 victory points, 3 of every resource for 10 victory points, or if you manage to amass 4 of every resource, you can take a whopping 20 victory points, which is huge. But another thing you can do is improve your little city here, because this is just the base city. We want to make things better, right? We want a better city than this. So you can spend those resources to buy these cards up here. Now these ones up here are piles of the standard spaces you can get. The lumber mill doubles your wood production on a particular space, or you can just add more wood if you just put it down somewhere where there isn't already wood production. The quarry gives you 2 stone, and the mine gives you 2 iron. The regular army adds +2 to your army if you happen to land a die there. And then these are the 8 random locations that you can add, depending on what you have on hand. If you have 2 wood, for example, you can buy these stables, and if you land a die on it later, you get to do what it says. You'll notice that every location in these options here has a shield symbol. That's how much army is needed to sort of break that location. You can break it down so that your friends can't use it. I'm sorry, what did you say, CJ?
Temporarily shut down.
Yeah, temporarily shut down. You can just slap them around a little. Just cause a few OSHA regulations so they have to shut down the plant for a while. And then we put one of these handy dandy nope symbols on top of it, which means you can't use it unless you spend a die to get rid of it and reactivate it. So your stuff is never locked off for long. So yeah, you can buy all these. They're instantly replaced with new ones from the deck. Yeah, and that's
Don't
almost
forget
all of
your
it. Oh
hourglass token.
yes, yeah. Let's talk about what you can do with the dice each turn. So say you get a die somewhere where you can't really use it. Like I land this one here on this white forest, but I have plenty of wood. I don't need any more wood. If I got wood, it would just be wasted. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sacrifice this die, and you can do that to do a couple of different things. Say I have this here as also a 1, and it's on that stone, and I'm like, I don't want that stone. I want strength to my army. Well, you can sacrifice a die to move any other die on the board 1 space left or right. It cannot go up or down. It can only go left or right, and you cannot cross over. So I can't go from here to all the way over here. You can only go in between, the spaces, not the edges of the board. So I could use this to suddenly give me an additional fight to my army. The other thing you can do, if you don't like your die, There's a couple of other options. You can sacrifice a die to get rid of some of these locations. You can get rid of 4 of them, just toss them away into the discard pile. And this might be an effective way to keep somebody from getting their hands on something that you think would help them out. Like, say I see CJ going after army stuff, and there's this blacksmith here. All of your army locations provide an additional fight. That's going to make him stronger. I don't want him to have that. I can sacrifice a die from my board to get rid of any 4 of these, toss them in the discard pile, and reveal 4 new ones. Now, there's no guarantee whatsoever that 4 new army locations aren't going to pop out and it's going to help him out, but it's just something you can do with a die that you don't want to use for its intended location. Another thing, oh, God bless you. Another thing you can do is you can sacrifice this die, the last thing you can do, for a pass token. Each one of these doesn't do much on its own, but if you get 2 of them, you may use pass tokens to do a couple of different things. So, say, for example, here we go. You can spend 2 pass tokens to either gain 1 resource of your choice, increase your army strength by +1 for the turn, or you can use them to force all other players to re-roll 1 of their dice of your choice. So if they get something you really don't want them to have, you can spend 2 pass tokens to force them to re-roll. But you can do these as many times as you want. So what you might wind up doing is stockpiling these little pass tokens in order to make a giant move later on. But note that they are limited. There's only 16 available for the entire game. So once they're gone, and you won't get them anymore until somebody spends some. And I believe that's everything you can do with your dice.
That sounds like about everything.
That sounds like about everything. The game ends in one of 4 different ways. Either the location cards run out, the bandit cards all run out, 2 of the trade ship piles run out, any 2, or if somebody manages to build 6 cards on 2 different rows of their city. If they entirely fill 2 rows and none of them are deactivated, then the end of the game starts. And I can't remember what happens. Do we play? Yes. Game continues till all the players have had the same number of turns, and then the game ends. So, yeah, once that happens, we'll make sure that whoever went last gets 1 final turn, and then, we tally up our victory points from there. We'll be taking these as victory points whenever we earn them off the board, but you can keep them face down so that your friends don't know exactly what, or at least you're supposed to be able to in the real game. This one just has it reversed. So, we'll just kind of try to hide them, I guess. Just bury them under ones, You're supposed to be able to hide your star total, but whoever put this board together didn't get it exactly right. That's
Actually,
okay.
I think, what if you put it in your hand?
You can probably put it in your hand. I wonder. I'll draw. Can you see?
Yep, I can't see it.
You can't see it? Okay.
Nope.
All right. So that's what we'll do then to make up for that. When
we'll just draw
when you just draw 1 of the pile when you get one, and then it's in your hand, and only you will know exactly how many victory points you have towards the end of the game.
All right.
And that's pretty much it. I think we're ready to get started.
Ready for our initial roll?
Yeah. Whoever rolls the highest total on their dice is going to go first.
Okay.
I've just made that rule up just now. I have 2, 6. My total is 16. I did not know Tabletop Simulator did that. If you have a group of dice selected and you hover over it, it will tell you exactly what you rolled.
It'll do the math for you.
That is cool.
And that's why I like TTS. I have 17, sir.
Oh, you got me. You just got me.
But we're kind of taking our turn at the same time anyway.
That was the whole point, I thought, This is not how you're supposed to start the game. You're supposed to start by whoever most recently rolled a die, but I'm like, we're board gamers. All of us are rolling dice, so it's not going to get us much. So what am I looking at here? I got some options, and I like them. Okay. So CJ, you're going to go first. Ooh.
Yeah.
You get to go first, sir. What are you going to do? What are you going to do?
So first we gather our resources, then we make our purchase, correct?
Yes. The turns go like so. You use your dice. Blah, 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 blah. And then past tokens. Is there more? I thought there was more. I guess not. I think the build section comes after you've used all your dice.
Yeah.
And
That's
then
what I
end
thought
of
too.
turn. Yeah, building and trading. So you can use resources in order to purchase a location. You have to discard tokens equal to the symbols shown in the top right corner. Once a card is placed on your board, it cannot be moved. So bear that in mind. You cannot move a location once it's built. It is there forever. You
Yeah.
can build on top of it if you so choose, but you will lose whatever victory points are underneath it, since any
Dun
cards,
dun dun.
only the cards on top count for victory
Right.
points at the end of the game. So you can also during the building section, you can also use resources in order to acquire trade ships. So yeah, that's
Right.
basically it. Let me back out so that people can get a good idea of what you're doing
Right.
this turn.
So
So
I got a re-roll right here, and so we're gonna do that because
you're gonna go
it's
ahead and
silly not
re-roll
to.
that die, huh? See, you got a 3.
That's a
It's gonna be
3.
army. You
Um.
are one shy of being able to hit a bandit if you'd like to get an
Yeah.
early jump on
No, you
your.
know what? This is what we're gonna do, Aaron. I'm gonna sacrifice this die,
Oh wow.
and I'm gonna move this die over one.
Ah. Okay.
All right.
Oh, I
So
see what you're doing.
I'm gonna take a wood for my 4 up here.
Okay. So
I'm gonna take a
go ahead and move that die off your board because you used it.
Yeah.
All right. And what else?
I'm gonna take a victory point,
You're taking 2 victory points from the looks of it.
and then I'm taking and I'm gonna take another victory point for that one. Let's scoot these guys off of here.
All right. And then finally, you got an iron.
I got an iron, and I'm going to take an iron. Ah.
Okay, your dice phase is complete. Now you can build and or trade. Now you're only allowed to keep one of each resource at the end of your turn. So if you have
Yeah.
doubles, you're going to lose the double. But you also have the option, if you so choose, to you can stock them. Like I said, you can only keep one, but you can spend them. That bazaar, I think, is exactly one word.
That is precisely 100% what I am buying.
All right, so
Because
CJ buys
that
the
for
bazaar,
spending that you get to do quite a bit of stuff there.
and out comes the cathedral. Ooh. Ah,
And I
so
think
where are you gonna put that bad boy, huh?
I'm gonna put it in the blue section here.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I'm gonna put
Okay,
it in the blue section.
so CJ's not feeling the army this time around. Curious.
Not yet, not yet.
Okay,
What
that's
do we
fair.
what do we get? Cathedral? Ooh.
Yeah, cathedral. Purple buildings are generally worth victory points, usually worth some kind of bonus depending on what you do with them. The cathedral is worth the most victory points if you manage to fill up an entire row with purple buildings.
Yeah.
The blue ones are utility buildings. They let you do different things with the dice. The red ones are of course army related, and I think that's it. No, there's also there's also resource ones like the yellow. The yellow are the ones that give you resources in some manner,
Yes.
some way. Okay, so you're done.
Yep.
So you can go ahead and roll your dice and set up for your next turn.
All right.
I am going to take my turn. I have a ton of resources, so I think I'm just gonna take them. I'm gonna take a stone, a wood, another wood, and an iron. So I have 2 wood, 1 stone, and 1 iron, and that's a lot. I'm not sure what
That is.
I'm not sure what I can do with all that, but as long as I spend 1 wood, I will still be okay. I think. Well, I'm gonna do my last dice action. I'm just gonna go ahead and take a victory point.
Okay.
Draw one of those, and so I have to spend at least 1 wood. I think. I might. Yeah, training camp looks interesting to me.
Is it a passive ability? Do all bandits always get -1? Or do
No, you have
gain?
to land a die there.
Gotcha.
I would have to
Okay.
land a die there to use it. And I'm thinking about it. Yeah, or I could take a lumber mill and get more production, possibly.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah, it's a tough call. I think I might go with the training camp. And I'm gonna put it. Ooh,
Resources.
yeah. Let's do that. Let's do that. We're gonna put
Okay.
that sucker right there. Because I'm gonna play around with this, and that will cost me a wood, so I'll put that back on the pile, and it will cost me 1 iron. But I keep these.
Right.
I will use those later, but I get
Nice.
to stock them because I only have one of each. So
Gotcha.
that's gonna be the end of my turn, and
Get to
I'm
your
gonna
next
I'm
round.
gonna roll my dice for the next round. If I can zoom out a little bit, that will let me. Yeah. Go ahead, CJ. What are you doing?
I'm gonna grab a wood from my top here, and I'm gonna grab a wood from my bottom there too. So there's some resources. Um, I got 2 military again, and I don't know. I get to re-roll this,
Yeah,
so it's
you get to reroll it for free. So if it it landed on the reroll space, you can
let's
reroll
try
it
that.
again.
A little higher there. Bah.
Oh, okay. So hey, you can always
That
take
is
the
a
free win.
duo reaction, isn't it?
That's a pretty good win. Can't
Yeah,
say I
that's
complain about that.
that's this bandit, right? The level 3.
Yep. That'll get you. You can take the card.
All right.
That is worth 2 victory points. So just hang on to it. It does not go
So,
on your board. Just keep it separate. And you'll
all
use
right.
all 3 of those for that. And
Yeah,
is there
that's my
any building you
turn.
want to do? Or
Yeah,
you're gonna
I'm actually
want
gonna
to, or else you're gonna lose. Oh yeah, I forgot to replace the one I.
I'm gonna flip it. What do we
That is
got?
a church. Requires one of everything. Use the ability of any location in your city with a die on it. So it acts as a mime, sort of, from
I
Final
think I'm gonna spend
Fantasy.
my 2 to grab the stables here. That stables is a good.
Move one of your unused dice to any location on its row. Yeah, that could be really useful.
Yeah, yeah, I like that.
Where's that gonna go?
Um, I think we might put that in the black row here because
Ah,
it's any die in another row.
yeah.
So
So
I th- I think we're gonna make it a 4 and
okay,
put it right there.
fair enough.
All right,
Very cool.
all right, and I'm gonna re-roll my stuff while you do your thing.
Sure. I have a bunch of stuff here. I think I'm gonna sack this die to move this one over one. And then I'll use these for 2 strength to my army, and this one makes all bandits -1. So I have effectively 3, which allows me to kill this bandit here. So I'll take that card. Thank you.
Nicely done.
And then I also gain a stone, which I will add to my
Nice.
stuff. And now I have to spend some of it or lose it. Let's see what came out to replace your thing. The barracks. Ooh, it's a barracks. It's a barracks. I think I would like one of these manor houses. I
There
think
you go.
that's
It's
what
a
I
good
want.
card.
That's what I want
Let's,
going down there. I want a manor house, and I want
ooh,
it.
came out here.
Where do I want? Oh,
Merging.
uh oh. Let me have a look. See. Let's put you. Let's see. I covered up wood on the other side, so let's leave this 3 mark like that. So I'm gonna put it there. And that cost me both of those and my wood, so I am out of resources for now. And it is now CJ's turn as I roll.
So we got the merchant guild out here, and that's a powerful card in this game.
Let me have a look at it. For each
You use
harvest
it.
location on this row, get 1 resource of the type that each such location produces. Yes, yes, I used that to great effect in the
Yeah,
last game
that
I
you get
played it.
5 free
Uh,
resources is exactly what that equals.
At the maximum, yes. It has to be on that row and you need 5 harvest resources. But your board happens to come with 2 of them at the default start.
Yes.
So you
You,
can
you
easily just
correct.
plop these down on one of your harvest rows and then if you land on it, get a butt ton of resources. Only
Yes.
downside to it, other than the fact that it's expensive, is you have to deactivate it to use it. But that's okay.
Yes. And then you have to put a die on it. So basically, you have to use it twice to get to use it again. Yeah.
Yeah, let's have a look here. I
I have
like
a
that.
reroll here. Start with that.
Not a huge fan of that. That
Hmm.
wow, we're back here again. Okay, okay.
Alright.
I'm interested.
Well, well, well,
I
well.
am intrigued.
I am going to spend my black die on my stable to move my blue die to my bazaar.
Ha 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 ha.
And I'm going to grab one of these.
You're gonna go ahead and deactivate it to use its ability.
Give me the die.
There you go. And that gets you one of everything.
That gives me a wood, a stone, and a steel. Yeah.
Yep, one of everything. Take one of all three, sir. You lucky, lucky dog.
Yeah, that was.
You still have 3 dice to spend, sir.
Yes.
You have an army, you have a victory point, and you have a wood.
Yeah, I'm looking at what I can buy here. I'm gonna go ahead and take that wood, I guess.
Okay.
And then I'm going to take a victory point.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go ahead and pass this die for a pass token.
Okay. Take a pass token.
I'll set that right down yonder.
There you are.
And then I think I'm gonna buy this church for a wood, a stone,
wow,
and a iron. And that basically just works as a double anywhere, huh?
Yeah, that will allow you to use any other ability space twice.
Any other space on my board that I've already put a die.
Yeah.
I like that. You know what? We're actually gonna put it up here. I think up here makes more sense. Yeah, we're gonna go with that. All right.
Very good.
All right, and that's my turn there, sir. Go. I got 1 wood left after all that.
All right. Well done. I am not sure how to play this, so I'm gonna play it wrong. I think. I'm going to. No, this isn't right. I'm gonna sack that die to move this one over. I'll pop this one to give all bandits -1, and then I have 2 army, so I can take another bandits free card. Yoink. Add that to my pile, and then this gives me an iron, which I will stock for later. And there goes that. And I will roll my dice and let CJ show me how it's done. Wow.
That's what I'm trying to do. I don't know if it's working. Is it working?
I mean, it's kind of working.
Learned anything?
Me personally, I haven't learned anything, no. Wow, this is an abysmal turn. We'll see how it turns out after I roll some dice. So what are you doing, sir? I lost the stream, so I can't see if anyone's in chat. Hunter, hello, 1-2-3-4. Hi. Sorry, I turned away from the chat page. I apologize. CJ, what are you doing?
So I'm going to use my 3 here to reactivate the bazaar.
Okay, so that'll get rid of the nope token.
Yep. So that goes away. And then let's see. That gives me a. We're going to take another victory point because I like those. I'm a big fan of those.
Strange how that works out.
Yeah, right. I got a wood and 2 steel. What can we do with 2 wood and 2 steel? Not a whole lot. That's all right. I think. Can you buy more than 1 card, Aaron?
Just a sec. Let me double check.
I do not recall.
To purchase a location, you can place a card once. You can build as many locations as you want as long as you have enough resources. So go nuts, as they say.
All right. I'm going to do that and that and that. So that gives me 2 wood and 2 steel. Well, I got 1 wood already, so it gives me a wood and 2 steel. And I'm going to put all of that back.
All right. You just bulking up here? Oh, no.
The festival. And I'm going to take a mine.
Aha.
I will put the mine over my pre-existing mine. And then the festival hall, let's see, for every 2 resources same type you have in your stock. Okay. Where to put that? I think we've kind of given up on the military route here, so I think we're just gonna put it right there.
Yeah, you've made it quite clear you have no interest in the military.
That's kind of not like me, but you know. All right, that's what I'm doing there.
All right. Before I do anything, I am re-rolling this die. It's taking a step that way. That's interesting. I'm going to re-roll this die. It's taking a step that way. That's also interesting. Oh man, I do not want to do the same thing 3 turns in a row. And yet, here I am. I'm going to sack this die to move this 1 space over, and then I'm going to give all bandits -1, and then I'm going to give myself 2 army so I can kill a thing of 3. So I'll take that bandit card. And then I'm going to use that to give me 2 victory points.
Nicely done. Nicely done.
And so I'm effectively treading water, sitting in space. But I'm going to roll some dice and see what happens. And it looks like more shenanigans. Oh, good. Nothing but 4s as long as the day. Oh, man. All right. CJ, you're up. Do better than I did. Oh, I hate you.
I'm going to be a
Look
dirty
at
bird.
this.
Oh,
Look at this.
Be a dirty birdie.
Look at this garbage.
So we're gonna use the bazaar to get 1 of each resource, and you better believe we're gonna use the stables to copy that.
No, the stables doesn't copy that. Stables moves 1 of your unused dice to any location on its row.
I was thinking of my church.
Yeah. Oh, so church. You might want to think about what you're gonna do with that instead.
Let's see here. Well, let's use the bazaar because we need.
Yeah. So it's gonna give you 1 of everything and a nope token.
Yeah, this is gonna cover up the bazaar.
Yep.
Let's see here. But I can move that to anything on its row. So I mean, I guess the festival hall is the next most sensible thing, right?
Well, you need 2 resources of the same type. So as many doubles in your pocket as you can get, but which by my count, the most you can get is 1.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna do that, you might as well just go to the small house.
Right. No, I think. We might be able to. I can get 1 more wood out of this. Is what we're gonna do. Oh, that. Thank you. Set that there. And I'm going to get me some. Actually, I'll leave that there. I'm going to use this one to get some wood. There you are.
There you go. I was like, I know you're not about the military, so why even?
That'll give me steel.
You use this die, right?
Yeah. We used that guy. I picked him up and moved him. And then I'm going to grab another pest token because one military isn't going to do us much good.
There you go.
All right.
I sense shenanigans.
Well, we're gonna grab this merchant guild. I think is the right move.
Yeah. I knew that was coming.
Yeah, I mean it's silly not to. I think we're gonna set them right in the middle there.
Okay.
That's 1 stone, both wood, and 1 steel, and I'll hold on to that other steel for future stealing.
Mm-hmm. You got 2 pass tokens.
Yeah, and I have 2 pass tokens.
All right.
All right, go ahead there, sir.
Yeah, well, I'm. I'm gonna roll that die, and it does exactly what I did not want it to do. So you know. I suppose I could just keep playing the stupid game, which is not. It's not getting me anywhere. I think. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna use that to get a wood. Take a wood. I'm gonna sack this. Sorry, put that over there. Sack that to move this over 1. Use both of these for 3 victory points.
There you go.
And then I'm going to sack that for a pass token. So I will draw one of those, and I will take one of these.
It's another bazaar.
Yay! It's more weird. Oh, hey, I can afford that.
There you go.
Well, I think that's a wise idea.
I think that is a very wise idea. If
I
I'm
am a fan of that idea. I have enough to buy, but I was saving up for some blacksmithery or some army stuff, but I can't get any steel to do it. No, I better use it because that's a really good card to
very much so.
You've already shown its usefulness twice already, so I think I'm not gonna miss out on that memo. I'm gonna cover up. I'm gonna cover up one of these reroll spaces. I'm not really a fan of those. And yeah, they haven't done me a lot of good lately. So what have you done for me lately? And I'm gonna roll these dice again, and that looks marginally nightmarish. Yeah, pretty. But it's not terrible. That's not terrible at all.
Let me see.
I'm just now starting to wonder what is the point of the training camp. Because to be honest, it has the exact same effect as a standard militia. It just gives you an additional one.
Yeah.
With the exception that it's useful if you attack bandits more than once.
That's true.
So yeah, maybe that's the ticket. But I need more to even think of doing that. So.
All right, Aaron.
Go ahead and carry on, sir.
You should clench your butt cheeks and see if this is going to work.
Oh, I'd rather not.
All right, so we're going to sacrifice this red die to move our 5 right here.
Okay.
All right, and then we're going to use these stables to move an unused die wherever we want.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yaha. Yeah. I kind of hate you. I am super clenched right now, that is for certain. Holy hell, Jorge says audio and visual are working. Excellent.
Excellent. Dude, that's awesome.
I'm glad to hear that, Jorge, and I'm glad you're here, man.
Absolutely, dude. Welcome.
So CJ is just crushing me in Dice City.
Trying to, anyway. So I get 2 steel, 2 stone, and 1 wood from this area up here.
Yep, 2 steel, 2 stone, and 1 wood. 1 of everything plus an additional wood.
All
or
right,
stone and steel, excuse me. And then you already had 1 left over, and you also have this bugger.
Yes. I am. I'm trying to think. I don't know if I need 2 more wood. I guess is my concern. Oh, and this gets a token.
Yep, and the die goes bye-bye.
This gets a token. What? Oh my God! What are we gonna buy here? I think we're gonna buy the cathedral.
Well, there's also that. We forgot to put it out.
Oh, yeah. And other stables.
But yes, you can afford the crap out of a cathedral.
I also like the mint. The mint is nice. I think we're gonna buy the mint. That's what we're gonna do. But I have to spend these dice first. So
yeah, you have to spend all your dice before ending your turn.
All right, so I'm gonna take a wood, and I'm gonna take a wood. That's fine. We're gonna spend everything.
All right. Well, you got a lot to spend, so.
So I'm gonna buy the mint for 2 stone, and that is all locations provide an additional resource when used. So is this passive, or I have to land on this?
You have to land on it. You always have to land on a space to use it.
Gotcha.
There's no passive abilities in this game.
I didn't think so. Let's put that. Let's just.
Yeah, that's where I'd put it. That's exactly where I'd put it. And maybe up in here this row because you got nothing going on, but.
Yeah. All right. So there's that, and that cost 2 stone.
2 stone and 2 iron. And you still have 1 iron and 3 wood to spend. Or at least 2 wood, because you can hang on to the other 2.
Yeah. I am
You're
going
also
to.
going to get that.
Yeah.
Another mint! Fantastic.
Beautiful.
Fantastic.
Wow, all this stuff requires stone. That's the problem.
Yeah.
What does the well do? Oh well. Okay.
Oh well.
Well, I think I'm just gonna spend 2 on a lumber mill.
Okay. Double up
And
somewhere else you can land on.
yeah, you know what? You're right. This row is kind of hurting.
It's barren. There's not a lot going on.
All right, Aaron, you are
Although
upstairs.
you could say that about my entire board. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna do things a little differently this time because I'm tired of getting like run over by a truck. So I'm gonna sack that die to move this over. I'm gonna play that die and nope that space to get 1 of everything. Thank you. 1 of everything. Ah! Okay,
Nice, sir.
and then I'm going to spend that die for another iron, and that die for another stone. What does that give me?
Nice.
Before I spend this last die, I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with it. If I were to, yeah, I mean, um, I don't know how I want to play it. How do I want to play it? No, I got to stick to the. I got to stick to my plan, as it were. So we're gonna do this. I'm gonna spend 2 iron. Oops, did I put that behind the pile? No, it's on the pile. Good. 2 stone or 2 iron and 1 stone for blacksmith. He,
Ooh.
if I land on him, he's gonna make all of my army spaces stronger.
Yeah, that's very true.
And I'm gonna put that there.
And
No,
there's another well out. The well is the replacement.
there. I don't know. This last one, I'm just gonna pass. Sorry, I'm gonna take a pass token.
Got a
That'll
token?
give me
Okay.
some. That'll give me some options in the future.
That's not a bad move.
So I'm gonna roll my dice, or at least I would if I could select them all. There we go. And CJ, go ahead and take your turn while I'm placing Palooza.
All right, Aaron. So this is what we are gonna do.
Ugh.
I'm going to I'm gonna take this yellow die because we're not a military, okay? This is we're Sweden here. We don't.
You're Switzerland. You're the neutral guys. You don't do army
Yeah,
stuff.
that's right. But we make nice knives. And I'm going to move this 6 over to the church, which lets me use a spot where one of my dice are twice,
Yes.
which is nice. So we're gonna use this spot. We'll get
Ah, and
2
give
victory.
yourself 2 victory points. Well done.
All right, and then
Take your
I'm going
hollow victory.
to I'm going to take this steel, this little iron ingot here,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to take. Oh, it fell. I dropped it right on my foot. It could have hurt. I'm going to take a stone,
Yeah.
and then I am going to put all this stuff over here. 2 of those, 1 of these, 1 stone, and I'm going to use both of my pass tokens for another stone.
Uh-oh. Are you
I'm
buying a
going to take.
cathedral? Yeah, you are.
I'm going to put that right here. I think. So that's worth 1 victory point for each 3. So it's worth 3 on this spot here.
Mm.
Every time I land on it, right?
Mm. Okay.
All right, I'm gonna put that stuff away so you can do your thing.
Cool. Thank you. I will do my thing. First rule of engagement is to re-roll the dice that say re-roll. Ooh, so now I have a question. Now what do I do? I think part of me wants to stick to the game plan, and part of me likes that barrel. I think the part of me that likes that barracks just won. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna spend that for a iron. I'll spend that for a stone. That gives me one of each with an extra stone. And then I'm going to spend both of my pass tokens for an additional army. And then my 3 remaining dice give me 3 more army. So I have a total of 4. So I'm going to take out another bandit. Add it to my pile.
Nice.
And I'm going to spend my 2 stone and 1 iron to buy that barracks. And I'm going to pop that right up here.
There you go. You have a very nice army built up over here. That's not bad at all.
It's well, I spent I think far too much time just fighting the low-level bandits instead of actually building up to do something better. So I will get all my ducks in a row and I'll select them all and roll.
Ooh, there you go. Catapult.
Ooh, catapult showed up. I like that. Ooh, I like that even better. Oh, and then there's that. And I like that. That's, oh my goodness. All right.
All the goodies.
Yeah, I could make out like a bandit.
Literally.
Yeah. Go ahead.
All right, so I'm going to use my. Set that down. I'm going to just take the die, and I'm going to go ahead and get rid of my shutdown token. We're back to work, folks.
Yep.
And I'm going to spend my 4 down here to move another die in a row that I haven't used. Since I'm not getting resources, it doesn't make much sense to use the mint. So I'll use the cathedral.
You can't use it.
Oh, you said nothing's passive in this game.
It's
end game.
The cathedral is worth. It doesn't have an ability. It's only worth victory points for every. Currently, it's worth 3 points at the end of the game. But if you fill this up with purple, it'll be worth 6.
I gotcha.
But it doesn't have an ability per se. Do you want to use something else?
Question. Yeah, we'll use something else. Let's see here. Let's move that to take you. What the hell? Let's just get victory points. That's what we're gonna do. Put it there, and I'll get 1, 2, 3 victory points.
Alrighty.
All my dice. We're just gonna go to it that way.
All right. You building anything? Or are you all done?
I have no resources actually.
All right. So I'm gonna sacrifice this die to move this one over, and then I'm gonna get 2, 3, 4, 5 victory points.
Nice.
The dice just rolled that way. Like I certainly didn't plan it and wasn't planning on it, but I mean I couldn't turn that down. All right, so now we got some more interesting. Oh well, there's that again. Surprise, surprise. Oh my god, you are kidding. It's just kind of awful. Go ahead.
It's gonna be okay, buddy. It's gonna be okay.
We'll see about that.
Let's see here. Let's see. I got to re-roll, so I guess we'll start with that.
Yeah. Gotta do it again.
Or we could just do it again. Yeah.
Hey, there you go.
That's worth 2 wood.
Mm-hmm.
That's worth 2 iron. You're worth a wood down here. You're worthless. Oh, that's a reroll too. You know what? I'll take it.
Also worthless, but
worthless and not.
You're gonna use it to reactivate it.
Yeah, that makes the bazaar worth stuff again. So
you can sack any die to get rid of a nope token. It doesn't have to be on top of the card you're getting rid of.
Oh,
yeah, any die can be used to get rid of a nope token.
Oh, well, that's useful information. Thank you.
Sorry, I thought I made that clear.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I think I think I need some goddamn stone is what I need.
You got going
So
on?
we're gonna sacrifice this die right here,
Okay.
and we're gonna move this guy over here to the merchant guild
Yeah.
and grab one of each of these.
So you're gonna grab 2 of everything except wood. You only get 1 of those. But it just so happens
Yeah,
you
exactly.
happen to have landed on a lumber mill. You can take 2 of those as well.
Yeah, so that
That
that takes
uses
care of
up
that
that
die.
die.
And that hmm, 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 hmm. That gives me an awful lot of lumber, and I don't know if I need that much lumber.
Does it
We're
really
gonna.
hurt?
Well, you have to use it up, otherwise you lose it.
I mean,
Um,
truth, but you could always like buff up your wood production.
yeah. No, you
Again,
know what
like you
we're
need it, but
no, we're gonna sacrifice this,
okay.
and we're gonna get rid of the nope token on here that I didn't bother putting on there.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna take some. Oop, just the die, just the die. Come on, hand, work with me. Just thank you. Sorry about that. Technical difficulties. And I will take 2 wood. And that's all my dice. Yes, yes. Okay. All right. So we are going to take the manor,
Okay. That's 1 wood and 2 stone.
and I'm going to
Place
put
that
that.
anywhere, but I suggest yep, in that row.
So that is 2 stone and a wood.
What's up, Thrash Squatch? Thrash Squatch showed up in chat and said, "Sup, dude?"
Oh, awesome, man.
Not much, dude. We're chilling, playing Dice City, and
Reveal the
CJ
next
is
card to me.
currently beating me senseless as I
You're
try to
fine.
build up my pathetic army.
I don't know. I think this is ultimately going to be worth more. Do we reveal this next card immediately, Aaron?
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay. Do that up.
It's a
Ooh,
watchtower.
watchtower.
Add 3 to your army that can only be used to attack banditos.
Mm-hmm. Well, I guess all we can really do is no. You know what? I'm gonna buy this catapult.
You're buying army stuff? Like what?
You know what? It
Oh,
makes
I see.
it makes sense.
All right. If it makes sense to you,
So in the
then it
case that we land on,
and
that will kill some bandits.
it doesn't make sense to me. All right.
Well,
Cemetery. Use the ability of any location on this row. Ooh, that's
well,
pretty.
that's it.
Okay, so I have to think about this. Well, first thing I have to do is re-roll this 4. So I have to re-roll that. And it's a 2, so things just got more interesting.
Wow, I rolled a lot of singles here.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay. I think that I'm an idiot first and foremost, but I would also like, yeah, I'm gonna sack this die to kill that nope token,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna sack this die to move that over, and then I'll use it to put that nope token right back and give me 1 of everything. Dink, dink, and dink, 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 dink. And then I'm gonna go ahead and ooh, do I want to? I'm not sure if I need another wood and another stone. Um, I mean, to be honest, I don't hate much of this. What's going on up here? I really don't. I think I think what I'd like to do is sack both of these for pass tokens, or no? Well, I guess it doesn't matter. Either way, I'll just use this to move this over 1 so I can get another iron out of it. So now I have 2 wood, 1 stone, and 2 iron. I'm going to spend 1 of each. 1 of each on the watchtower. Add 3 to your
Okay.
army that can only be used to fight bandits. We're going to cover up that reroll space. And then I have a wood and an iron left. I think I might buy this training camp. Because again, two of those combined would be fairly effective. So I'm gonna go ahead and
I would agree.
I'm gonna put that there. So if I manage to get both of those, or should I put it somewhere more accessible and cover up the small house? Oh man. I mean, I have just enough as much odds of rolling a 6 as a 5, but a 6 is harder to get to if I decide to move it back and forth. So I think a wiser head will prevail and put it here on top of the small house, and that's my final answer.
All right, you're good.
And
you sure?
that costs me a wood and an iron, and it is your turn.
That was a heck of a move right there.
I mean, I liked it. I don't know that it's a heck of a move, but it did. I need to re-roll this one because that landed directly on its corner. There we go. 3,
right.
5,
I'm
6. Son of a bitch. 4 and 4.
Are you excited?
Oh, that is delicious. Okay, go ahead.
Yep, I'm just grabbing some resources here. I have an iron already. Over yonder.
Okay.
I'm going to use my my harbor here, and I get 2. And I use the small home and
The manor, you mean, not the harbor.
Sorry. I took a wild stab and said I was wrong. Okay.
Jorge is crashing. He said, "All right, gang, have fun. Time to crash. Good night, Jorge. Sleep well, man. Thanks for coming." Thrash Squatch has been playing through Phantasmagoria 2. Game is so silly. Oh my god, is it ever? That is a fantastic, absolutely fantastic, bad FMV game. I had so much fun streaming that for GOG.com when I played it. Marketplace. Pay 1 or 2 of any one resource. For each one paid, get 2 of any other resource.
That's not too bad.
Yeah, so that's not bad. That can.
Well,
DJ is putting a well on his property. Okay.
I'm just gonna put it on a reroll spot.
Sure.
Just make it. No, actually, not this row though. Not that row. This row. This row's not getting any love up here.
Reroll this die and any number of your other unused dice. Ooh, yeah, that's a nice upgrade for the original.
And then I got just enough to add a cemetery to my repertoire here.
Okay. Cool beans.
And I think I'm gonna just slap that down over this other army space.
Ooh.
And that is that, and that is that.
Okay.
All right, sir.
Sexy time. All right. I am first things first gonna reroll this die because where this lands is gonna. Yep, that is definitely gonna change what I do. So, yeah. Oh man. I think mathematically it makes the most sense to spend that to move that over 1.
Yeah.
And then this. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. Oh. No, I think I should leave it alone. As much as I'd love to get the training camp in addition to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 army. I can't. I would have to lose two of that army in order to do it, and then it doesn't really pan out. Or since you built that catapult, you could theoretically take out one of my lower pointed bandits here, and I could wipe them off the board so that you can't touch them.
Yes, you could.
Is that the smarter move than spending 6 some other way. I can't spend 6 any other way. I could spend 5 and take a bandit worth 4 points, so it's the same amount. So it doesn't matter either other way. I'm going to leave these dice as they are. I'm going to take a stone from that one. Use that later. And then this sucker makes all of my army places add an additional army. So that now provides 2, and that provides 4. So I have 6 total. I will take 2 of these 3-point bandit cards, emptying the pile.
Nice.
And that's 4 victory points in my pocket that you cannot have. And it effectively makes your catapult pointless unless you decide to build another army thing somewhere, which you perfectly well could.
I can actually attack your stuff with it too.
Yeah, you can. You totally can. That's a 2. That's a 6. And this is the worst roll I have ever seen. Literally the worst. Could not be worse. Carry on, my wayward son. Carry on.
This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna use up the actually we're gonna use this one first. We're gonna re-roll this die and any other unused die that I want.
Okay.
And I'm gonna re-roll this one, and
Yeah, you're
I'm
gonna leave
re-roll
that one.
just for funsies.
All right, so re-roll those 3 dice, and fingers crossed they're all awful. Oh my god!
That's impressive. Look at this.
Oh my goodness, that was easy.
That was wow. I was genuinely not expecting that.
And I'm thrilled that they stayed away from all your more powerful locations, but you can still use them for stuff.
Yeah, no, that's. I mean, it's still okay. It just was not what I was expecting.
No, not at all.
Well, let's use the bazaar
Okay.
to give ourselves one of everything. One,
That's.
two.
Make sure to put a nope token on it, please.
Put one of these bad boys down yonder. Ho ha! All right.
And thoroughly
And then-
noped.
Yeah, right. Let's see here. And what do we want to do here? Stack that to do that. Well, let's take our victory points, I guess. Which there's only there are 2. One of
I was
those.
gonna say you can make change if you need to.
All right. And that'll give me a stone, and a wood. If only I had another steel, I could actually do one of these sweet trade ship things.
Yep. Trade ships are awesome.
They are pretty cool. Oh, that's okay. We'll buy some other stuff. That's what we'll do. I'm going to go ahead and take a wood and a stone. I think that's more than I need. I might just take a pass token. Let's see. So wood and stone. That'll let us buy the well or the marketplace. What do we want? They're going to take the marketplace. That leaves us with stone we don't need, Aaron.
Son of a bee.
Yeah, well, that's all right. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to use this as a pass token because those are handy.
Okay.
So put that right down yonder.
And
then I am going to spend 2 wood and a steel, I guess.
sure.
2 wood and a. Actually, we're going to buy a stables, and then we're going to spend a stone and a steel, and we're going to grab a well.
Okay.
And we'll keep our stone. All right, so let's put the stables there. And then we'll put the well. That lets you reroll, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
So
as an upgraded
Yeah, so we'll
an
put that
upgraded
over.
traveler.
Bonk.
Okay. Donezo.
All right. Yep, that is
Very
it.
good. All right. I'm gonna spend that die to get rid of that nope token. Bye bye. We missed. And then I'm just gonna use the rest for the materials they provide. That one gives me an iron. That one gives me another iron. That one gives me a stone, and that one gives me a wood. So I have 1 wood, 2 stone, and 2. So
Nicely.
now what am I going to do with all this stuff?
Build things and stuff.
Build things and stuff. I think it might behoove me to buy another. Eh, eh, hmm. Thinking deep thoughts, and I don't like it. Um. Yeah, can't do that. Can't do that as much as I'd like to. Um. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna get another blacksmith, honestly. Or wait. Mint doesn't. Marketplace, on the other hand. I don't know. I don't know. Pay up to 3 stone or iron build grand statue. Get 1 victory point for each resource paid. Not bad. I'm gonna get another blacksmith.
Okay.
I'm tired of agonizing over it. I'm gonna just 1 stone, 2 iron. I will keep the rest of my resources, and I'm gonna put that blacksmith here.
Ooh. See what we
And
get.
that is another cathedral. Another cathedral. That is not good news. It's good news for CJ though, who's probably thrilled to see it. But I may have just hit pay dirt. Go ahead, CJ.
All right, sir. I am going to sacrifice this yellow 5 here. And
Okay.
I'm going to sacrifice that to move this nice fellow over to the Merchant's Guild.
Okay.
And you better believe we're going to cash that in.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
die. So that is a wood. That is a stone. That is a steel. That is a stone. And that is a steel. All
Okay.
right.
And what else?
And then let's see here. I got a stone. I need another steel is what I need, Aaron.
I mean, I know how you can get it.
Yeah. I think I'm just gonna sacrifice this to move this over 1 because I'm on my
Oh.
mint, which makes this produce 2 extra steel.
Oh, that's interesting. See, I was just gonna suggest you cap the black die to remove the nope token on the bazaar and then use it.
Yeah.
Which would
Yeah.
have given you 3 resources instead of 2, but too late.
No, that's cool.
You're probably happier with what you got anyway.
It should be all I need, I guess is what I'm saying.
All
So
you need. You have a metric butt ton of materials.
yeah.
These 5 will buy you another cathedral.
Yes, that is what we are doing. We're
Yeah,
going to buy
go
this.
ahead, buy another cathedral, you rich son of a bee.
Listen, when you have money like this, okay.
Yeah, I guess. Oh, now you got a problem. Or okay. Now, mind you, you now have 1 full row of spaces, and this one is only missing 1. So if you ever cover up that small house, you will trigger the end of the game.
That's what we're doing because I'm going to put this statue right there.
Oh wow! So this is my last turn then.
Yes, sir. Make it count.
Okay, all right. It came to an earlier end than I was expecting, but that's fine because this is the
I
perfect.
think if I let your engine keep going, I'm gonna.
This is the perfect turn for this to happen. So I'm going to use my blacksmith. All of my army locations provide an additional army damage. So this makes 2. That makes 4. That makes 6. And then this guy makes all the bandits get -1. So I can now take out 2 of these 4-point bastards for 6 points.
Well done. Well done.
Yes, and if you had let me spin up, it probably would have gotten worse. But
Yeah,
I
it
think
was about to get ridiculous.
I have a feeling you're gonna crush me. But we'll see. So first things first is I think we gotta count up our points. It would have been handy to put those little counter things, but I guess I can spawn some. Where are they? Tools. There we go. Let's spawn a couple of counters. There's one for you and one for me. I wish I could change the color. I don't know how to do that. Alright, so let's rotate that around, and I will start adding up my points. So, in terms of pure earned victory points, I didn't have many. I only had about 11. Then, in terms of locations on the board, this is where you're going to crush me. I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That makes 24. Ah, not that many. 24. Then I got to count up my bandits, which I have 3, 6, 8, 10, 13, 15, 17, 19. Yeah, that's not going to be it. 24 plus 19 is 43. I think you got me, sir.
I probably. Let's find out. So that's 16.
16 just in tokens? Oh my god. Yeah, you did have a hand full of them.
Yeah. 1, 3 for that one. 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2 for that. Let's move down a little bit here. So this one is worth 1 point for each purple location,
Yep.
which is
so 4.
1, 2, 4. And then the mint is worth 3. The well is worth 1. The festival hall, cathedral is worth another 4 points.
Oh, you got me. You got me.
Church.
By 1 point, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, by 2.
Oh no, by 2.
By 2.
I discounted. Ah, you got me. Well done.
Yeah, your military machine was scaring the hell out of me, and I was like, I need to end the game.
Oh man, if I'd had just one of those turns go a little differently,
Yeah.
it would have. But I had a ton of turns where I just kept rolling crap, and I couldn't.
Yeah.
I couldn't manage it. I also, like I said, I spent too many turns at the beginning not building. Like I was just fighting. I was just fighting the Tiganjia showed up just in time for the game to end.
He heard that I won a game finally, and
he said pantsless, and then Aaron, and the rim shot. Going to bed soon, but we'll watch the VOD, so pretend I'm still here. Thanks, Tiganjia, much appreciated. You can always catch this on YouTube. I wind up putting all our streams on YouTube eventually. We're gonna get another one out this upcoming week. I think it might be Aeon's End. The first time we play at Aeon's End is coming up this week. I'm not sure. I'll have to check and see. But it's gonna. They're all good ones, but that one in particular is. That was a battle. Yeah. All right. Well, congratulations, CJ, who shut down my army before it could really spin up and start doing damage. Because once I started running low on bandits, you can bet your ass I was coming after your.
Oh yeah.
After your city.
You get ugly real fast.
Like I was gonna start beating the crap out of things. Those cathedrals were mighty juicy targets.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah. So thanks everybody. CJ just makes a mess. And it all just respawns on top of the table anyway. Dice City is a good game. I dig it. It's a cute little dice placement city building game, I guess you'd call it.
Yeah. there's strategy involved, there's luck involved. You have to make decisions based on what you get.
Yeah, and no dice roll is entirely useless, which I like.
No,
You know, you can do
some
you can do something with the absolute worst rolls. It may not be what you wanted, but you can still do something, which is
yeah, that's
entirely
you
useful.
make what you roll work.
Yeah. Well, all right, ladies and gentlemen. I, for one, am glad that the game held up the entire length because we had some issues right before the stream happened. It made me wonder if we were going to be able to play the entire game without the server crashing at some point. But thankfully, that didn't happen. So I'm glad everybody came out. The HH Empire, Hunter, hello, Thrashquatch, and Tikongia, thanks for coming by and saying hi in the chat. He's just gonna roll his dice like crazy. Yeah, and that's it. Make sure to follow us on YouTube as Masters of Boredom, spelled Boarddom. You can follow him on Twitter as Masters of Board One. You can follow me as Pantsless Aaron. You can follow us right here on Twitch, where we stream every Sunday and sometimes Thursdays as well, depending on if we're in the mood and if we can get enough players together. Speaking of
Yes,
which, I've been
indeed.
meaning to do something about that. I should probably, invite more people than just you and your
Yes,
wife. Toward that end, I've reached out to a couple of people, so hopefully we'll start seeing more guest stars on these
that
games.
would be fantastic.
Looking forward to that. Yeah, and so keep an eye on the space. We'll be back with more. Thanks for watching, and we will catch you guys next time.